All right, can you hear me? Great. Cool, I can very much relate to what Andre said and what Kat said, that we need experimental methods. It's about the methods that we use and where we can create an advantage, where you can create an advantage for the ecosystem of entrepreneurship, and we can create an advantage also in Europe. But I don't talk about Europe. I talk about entrepreneurship in the world. So yeah, my name is Kai. I'm an entrepreneur, and I run an accelerator in Berlin, and I'm also climate impact director of the Founder Institute. And as I just have a few minutes here to speak to you, let me rather explain why we're doing what we're doing and not what we're doing, right? Or just one word to the Founder Institute, which you see here, up here. The Founder Institute, according to Jason Calacanakis, quite famous entrepreneur, he said, the Founder Institute is the most raw street program out there for startups. So if you go through this program, you know you can do it. Now the topic here is the world is changing, and we all know it's changing, but that's why we're here. But what are the drivers? What are the major paradigm shifts? And what are the opportunities that we can seize? And I don't need to talk about the threats. We had that today a lot in a lot of speeches. I want to talk about a paradigm shift in entrepreneurship. And that's what you see and what you feel everywhere. And that's what we feel a lot in the Founder Institute as well. I've seen many great solutions to big challenges out there. You can see them over there. You can see them in conference all over the world. The ideas are all there. It's just that we have to roll them out. We have to get the rubber on the road. And that's why I think it's our call. It's our call as entrepreneurs to do this. So, in one sentence, ideas are fun, and operations is king. It's my deep conviction that it's our role to make it happen, that it's our role to take action, and that's our role to take risks and to take ownership. And I can only invite everybody here in the room who's not entrepreneur to help us to do this, right? To help us to get out there and get the rubber on the road. So I want to just make this statement. What we can do better as entrepreneurs, what we can do better as funds, and what we can do better as governments, and any organization in this ecosystem is, don't look at the big unicorn out there. Embrace complexity. Embrace new ways of work. Embrace risk. And embrace change. And guess what? It's already happening. This is what the Founder Institute is doing now. Founder Institute is an organization that's worldwide. It's more or less pro bono. There are 200 chapters in the world that Founder Institute is running, and all over the world, any person that wants to be an entrepreneur can come and says, I have got an idea, I want to do your program, and once you're through, you're an entrepreneur, you have a company, it's part of the program. And entrepreneurial spirit is not anymore about making big money. No one in the last batches that I saw came with this idea, I want to be a millionaire. Everybody who came with a mission. And we got to support this mission. And it's really happening right now. So a few numbers, 200 chapters have been created in the last 10 years. About 4,000 companies. Last week, we had 6 new chapters only. Which means, mathematics, 300 chapters this year. Won't happen, but it's really growing a lot. And this idea of new entrepreneurship, this idea of working for a purpose, this idea of changing the system with companies for profit, why not? That's how they're sustainable. What we need is to set the right goals, and that's why we as an organization, Founder Institute, and I invite you all to do the same, we committed to the 17 UN SDGs, and we say from 2021, which is only 1 year from now, but we're entrepreneurs, so we tend to be fast. From 2021, at least 80% of the companies created in the Founder Institute will commit to at least one of the SDGs. It will be measured. We will create our KPIs to produce the right impact of all the companies. And I guess it'll be another 10,000 in the next 10 years. And we will commit to these goals, and we want to be part of a movement that makes that reaches the goals for 2030. That's it. And I want just to invite you to do the same and just go out there, embrace these goals, and if you get an idea, create your company. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kai.